Hi and welcome to my channel to this pick a card reading. It's a little while ago I made a pick a card reading last time. It's been a summer holiday, school holiday and stuff, but yeah, I'm so glad to be back to do a pick a card reading for you. And I have found this healing with the fairies. You might see it has there's also this. It's been a little from the sun because it's one of my older decks. So the box and the guidebook has been a little bit. It's actually my first Oracle deck ever, and before that I had as a Crowded Tooth Tarot I bought in my early 20s, and this I bought in my early 30s, mid 30s, something like that. Don't quite remember exactly, but I think it's in my 30s, mid 30s maybe. So it has a few years on its back, and it's called Healing with the Fairies. You might already know which card to pick. I'm going to shuffle and find 3 cards for you. It's also a while ago while I shuffled on camera, but it feels right to do that today, sort of also to get back into the flow. And these cards are asking me to do it. Well, they're not telling me literally with words, but it feels like the right thing to do for me. And for the cards and for this reading today. As I said, you might already have seen the thumbnail and know which card to choose. You might even feel drawn to 2 cards. This video timestamps. You can also skip straight to picking the card, or skipping straight to the video for the cards you want to see, or cards. As usually, this is not as usual, but mostly my readings are timeless, and this is a timeless reading too. I think we already have the first card here. Yes, already, but already, because I was just sitting and shuffling, wasn't even asked yet. But it's no, I checked, it was okay. So let's get on with it and get the 2 other cards for you to choose from. I think I have another one already here. Yes, and as I said, it's timestamped. We're going to draw 3 cards. Sometimes when I look at the card, there's a sort of need for clarification. I feel that it's important to draw an extra, and of course I'm open to that too, but it's not the intention. So I feel like the fairy should, this deck should give us what we want, just 1 card today for each. So let's see. The theme for today, well, there is, but it's a bit difficult for me to explain in English because it's not my native language. But I shall give it a go. It's usually very easy when it's just a word or a short sentence. Maybe it is, but it's just difficult for me to put it down in only 1 short sentence. But it's about how to. This deck is called Healing with the Fairies, and this is about how to heal yourself. It's not how to, like a practical go buy this, go put this together and take this 3 times a day, or in the morning or before bedtime, or make sure you get at least 7 hours of sleep or something like that. It's not that concrete. It's more to address what's need to be healed. How can I put it? Within you, in yourself, to move on, or to, if you feel stuck, or to be able to manifest things if you think, oh, I don't know how to do, or just if you feel in doubt of what to do and what to do next and how to handle a certain situation, then this drawing is to heal that area of your life, so you will be able to make that decision, so to be able to handle that situation, or whatever it is, you know, that sort of healing. So where you sort of feel a lack, or you need something to be more able to do something, or yeah, or maybe even place where you feel the opposite of the lack, you know, too much of a thing, what to do and how, you know, what to be aware of and how to address it to get it more calm and more normal and helpful and and healthy for you. So that it's about healing yourself and help to heal yourself. So if it's a short sentence, I would guess it would be pick a card to help heal yourself. Yeah, I think that would be it. So I will now present the cards, and yeah, you probably might have guessed the order already. You might already skip this intro and the shuffling and went straight to the cards. And as usually, it's important for me to say you might feel drawn to more than one card. If that's the case, I always recommend to watch the video for the first card first, and then the second afterwards, because the one you feel drawn to the most are either the one that's most message in for you, or there's something important for you to see here in that message, in that card. Maybe just seeing the picture, maybe one of the sentences, maybe something that it, you know, makes you think about. That's important, or state of mind it put you in, that's important for you to be in when you watch the other video. So that's my recommendation. Of course, you're always free to follow or not. But that's just how it works best for me and most of the people I know in my life. So let's get to the presentation. Here on the left we have card number 1, and in the middle card number 2, and out to the right, no surprise, card number 3. Let's repeat: card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. So see you in timestamps. Be right back. Bye for now. Hi, and welcome back to those of you who chose card number 1. Let's see. It is the card Sexuality. And of course it is what the card said, what the word says on the card. But I very much get that today it's also very much about life force and this strong energy and feeling of, let's see if I can get this a little closer, and this strong energy of feeling alive and vibrant, because the energy of life and sexuality is so close connected. So it's not just about sexuality and whether or not you have a big drive or small drive, or you feel that, oh, you have lost, you feel you don't have as much, you don't want to have this physical kind of contact so much anymore, and you don't know why, because you used to, and it's like you have not the energy for it, or it's just like not that important, it's just like, you know, slipped in the background. It could be different things if it's the sexuality in itself. It is also the life force, and I'm going to attend the life force. I'm so much been drawn to this golden halo and the jar. And I sort of feel like she's keeping her life force in that jar, and and this is what's left, you know, to that this halo is sort of what is left of her to shine, left for her to shine from, left for her to give from, and to others, and to nurture herself. And she feels that this jar she has at the side, and keep in mind this is for the reading today, reading in another conscious another day can be different things, of course still the theme sexuality and life force, but this is what I'm really drawn to today. And I feel that the card has this message of it's important that you hold on to your life force. It's important that you not scatter it around. So it's important, how can I put it, when you are with someone and you are in their personal space and they are in your personal space, and that usually happens when sexuality is unfolded in practical form. That's indeed one way, of course. When you get into other people's personal space and other people get into yours, then you exchange energies, whether it's physical or mentally, or over the phone, or the camera or something. When you get in someone's personal space and you invite someone in, or you get invited in, and you have this connection, that then sometimes, especially if you are not sensitive, that too of course, but not especially if just especially if you are a giver, yeah, that was a word, sorry, especially if you are a giving kind of person, then it's just like automatically happen that your energy flows out to other people. That's fine, but it's like, hey, do I get, it's like this jar, you haven't checked it was full, so now you're just this left instead of shining it all up. So it's important to fill your own cup first, to keep that jar filled, so keep that light shining, so you'll be able to shine that light, because when you have that life force within yourself and that is feeling strong, then you will also have a strong sexuality and life force is connected with kundalini energy and stuff, and no new life without without the sexual act, especially not in humankind, not yet anyway. So they're very strongly connected with creation and with life force, and so it's I'm really getting that the thing for you when you have chosen this card for you to heal or to be aware of is, where do you put your energy? How do you use yourself? How do you interact with other people? Of course, very much in with your partner or partners. Do you have several partners, or did you have maybe former on your life? I'm not talking about promiscuity. It's not if whether or not you've been that or not, because for me that's not a thing at all. But it's about, why do you do, why as a, take a look at yourself and ask and take an honest look at yourself. Okay, who of those that are close to me, where do I give more than I get? And how can I get more, not by taking it from other, but how can I refill myself? How can I refill my own jar, so my light can shine brighter and bigger, so my life force can grow once more and I can feel strong and energized. And maybe even for some of you, once more, feel that drive and to, come on, come over here. And when you look at people, see the sparkle in the eyes, and see the way they walk, and that can do things in your mind and in your body, because now you have the foundation once more, to be lightened up again, you know, from the inside out. Both regarding sexuality, literally, but also very much in life force, and those two are so much connected. And I'm really feeling that today the life force is important thing here. So, but you can see if your sexuality, if you feel like, no, I don't really, it's like all, you know, daily life, and no, that's really time and energy and stuff for stuff, then that's definitely a sign for you to say, okay, you might be running out of energy in that jar. You might be dim. You might be, you know, your light might be dimmed. You might be, you know, running, your battery might be about to run empty. So that's sort of a warning sign. Sounds so bad, but it, for a few it can be a true warning. But at least it's a really good idea to see, okay, how do I spend my energy? How do I refill myself? How do I get recharged? Because when we interact with other people, we we use ourselves. We in a good way, of course, mostly, hopefully. Um, but some of us get energy from being with other people, and some, you know, need to spend time on their own. Some people feel draining, whether or not you are one kind or the other, you know, and some work task or some daily life job, or maybe you just feel like you have too much to do, so you don't have that sparkly feeling about your spouse, you know, or you don't have this no, I going out with the girls tonight, it's like no, going out dancing, no wife, or because I'll just be even more tired tomorrow, you know, just examples. But if you are at a state, if you can feel that, okay, this might be me, this is the energy, this life force energy, then it's really important that you find ways to fill your jar. It can also be honoring, you know, it's also about honoring your own personal needs also as a sexual being, instead of just putting it away. Because if you put away your personal needs, uh, in a way it's the same as putting away, if you feel hungry, you know, for nurturing food, and you say, no, no, that's I don't have time for that, I don't have time for eat. If you do that too long, well, you know, you will you will lose your energy, you might be even more stressed, you might, different kind of things. It's sort of the same. It's important that you honor your sexuality, um, whether it's high, low, whether you have a partner or not, um, wherever you are in your life, wherever your preferences are. That is not the important thing. The important thing is that you honor how you feel, and that you say, okay, and this is an example again, if you push, if you put, you're honoring yourself and your needs, all your needs, your thirst, your hunger, your need for sleep, and your need for sexuality. And I'm not asking you to go out and, if you don't have a partner, just go out and find someone, you know, like, oh, it's not about that. It's about honoring, hey, I have needs too, and if I can't fulfill them in that way, how can I honor myself and fulfill it in another way? Is there some other way I can give myself that sort of energy boost once more and refill myself in my life force, because they are connected. You can also spend too much life force by sort of giving it away too loosely, not necessarily to several partners, but no, even if it's only one partner, just one partner, your spouse, or yeah, you know, just then if you are not aware of where your own boundaries are, then you are also giving away your own life force. And that can be draining. That can be draining very much. So it can be a bit tricky. It's important that you take a look at yourself and say, okay, how can I relate to all of this? Where does where I am in my life fit in here right now? And what can I do to make my light shine, to not, dim it, to not give it away, to not begin run on empty? What can I do to fill my jar with life force so I can feel sparkling and vibrant again once more in life in general and within my sexuality also, maybe even in particularly. Okay? It's very important to ask yourself those questions and take an honest look upon yourself and your life and where you are, in what situations are draining you, what are giving you, what can you do to, regain that energy so you can also once more feel that you are a sexy man, a woman, or feel that you walk with proud, instead of feeling that you walk and just dragging yourself along. Yeah, I know that's the 2 points in each end, but still, take an honest look at yourself. You are so much asked to do that, and honor your own sexuality and recognize the need for, because it's life force. It's the life force within. They are connected. And pushing it away, saying, no, that's not for me. Well, then that's life force. It's important that it gets some other way that it can express itself. It's for you to find some other way to express yourself. If not, then it's yourself that's taking that jar and, putting it, like this, and whoop, then it's empty in no time, So I think that's it. But just one more thing. If you are one of those where it's literally sexuality, then it's really important to honor that sexuality and stand by who you are, what your needs are, what your longings are, what you want, and especially what you do not want, and hold your boundaries. It's important. Otherwise, you will give away your life force or let it slip away. Little by little, maybe, just, or maybe even to fist. So, yeah, that was an extra thing, yeah. The card is named sexuality, so it's important to have that side of it too. Yeah, I think that was it. So, bye for now, and hopefully see you in another reading. Bye bye. Hi, and welcome to those of you who have chosen the card in the middle. The card in the middle, card number 2. So let's see what the fairies have to say to you. The card has a message. It's asking, be honest with yourself. And the big dragonfly, and she's sitting there. I feel that she's wishing. Maybe you feel something else, and then that will also be a message for you. But the being honest with yourself. I don't know. Yeah, you can see the text. It's here. I might have a different color to the text. Just a minute. No, that's not better. Not at all. I go back to the white one. Yeah, sorry about that. So be honest to yourself. When you've chosen this card, the most important message is, as the card saying, be honest to yourself. You're being asked, maybe you already know when you get, oh yeah, that's it. And then, well, maybe that's all you needed to hear today. But if that wasn't the case, or you need something else to, why is that so important? Kind of just, sort of pretend Well, you can, but it's not a good idea, and especially not if you have chosen this card. This card is speaking about the importance of being honest to yourself. Of course, regarding to, but it's about there can be something when you interact with other people. Then it's important that you are honest to yourself in why you are a certain way, why you take certain choices, why you say certain things, and why you don't or do not different things and stuff. And there can be something, since you've chosen this card, it can be a general theme for you in your life, of course, that it's that you're generally not listening to yourself, not as much anyway, not so much, and maybe you even have a tendency of, well, I just, like explain everything in different way. If you've done something that you really maybe feel a little bit bad about, then you excuse yourself. Well, that's just because blah blah blah, and then you say something that well, that's not it. Choosing this card speaks at probably something deeper, that it's a good idea to look further within. We have the dragonfly that comes to your aid to help support you in, in going within and see, okay. And you know what? These fairy's wings look very much like butterfly wings. It also here on the back, of course, I think it's actually the same set of wings. Some of the other wings doesn't look like butterfly wings the same way. I can find some different cards. For instance, those wings here, like this, not very much as butterflies, or these kind of wings. It's maybe a little bit difficult to say. Butterflies, not so much. Maybe the shape a little bit, but no, not so much. So but these wings are very much like butterflies. We have others that's also very much like butterflies, but yeah, it differs. And since this is one of the cards with where the fairy have butterflies wings, and we also have the oh, it starts raining really well. Sorry. We all have the dragonfly. So it's very much about the opportunity to change and to transform. But it's very important to do for you to be able to do that, to be honest with yourself. To be honest about what is asking yourself, what is holding me back? And then trust the answers and be honest with the answers instead of pushing them away, or no, I don't like that answer, there must be something else, and then go digging for that. Of course it can be something else, but then it's something extra usually. So for you to be in this healing process, for you to make certain areas of your life better, or more calm, or moving on, or feeling unstuck, or whatever it is, then it's really important for you that you ask yourself those sometimes very difficult questions. Okay, mini me or inner me, or just ask yourself by your own name, why do I keep doing this, or why am I holding myself back, or what is the truth behind why I'm reacting like this, or I don't want to attend to this, or I keep doing this over and over, or whatever it is, it can be, it's just examples. I'm going to find in the guidebook, because I know there's a little affirmation for each. And we're going to read that later on during the end of the card. It's here, yeah. So the affirmation is, and I'm going to, you know, say it a couple of times, not right now, but you know, at the end of the card extra. Now I'm going to in one time. It's the affirmation for this is, it's safe for me to be honest with myself and others. I speak my truth with love. And that part about speaking your truth. It's speaking your truth towards yourself, and it's speaking your truth towards others. But the key word here is speaking your truth with love, being honest towards yourself, and talk to yourself with love. Be kind to yourself. Choose kind wordings when you stand your ground and speak your truth, interacting with other people and in different situations. But it's important that you're true to yourself and being honest to yourself. And not saying something just to please someone, or saying or doing something that you think they might, or you might even know that they would be happy or glad if you did this or said this, but it's so much not you, and maybe you even feel that you are stepping over some of your own boundaries by saying it or doing it or not doing it or not saying it. So then this card is asking you to do good by yourself and to heal what hurts within you. Stagnation feeling, maybe feeling sad too much, maybe not being able to sleep, maybe getting angry very easy, or you know, it can be it can show itself in different ways depending on situations and your personality and stuff, and how your life has been so far and what you have encountered. But the important thing is that you do and say what feels right for you, and you ask yourself, is this the real me? And why do I do this? Why do I keep saying what I know this person would like to hear? Just because he's my boss, or just because she's my wife, or my sister, my brother, my friend, whatever, you know, or bigger than me, or I feel sorry for them, or whatever, you know, because that's dishonesty. And even small lies, especially when you lie to yourself about yourself, have this tendency to make havoc on your health, so to speak. Not as poof like lightning at once. Normally not, at least usually not. But you know, little by little, changing yourself in unhealthy directions. Uh, Being aware, what did I say to that? How did I did? And keeping aware of all those little things. It's way more easy to be who you are. Stay honest towards yourself. Be who you are regarding yourself, regarding others. Be kind to yourself. Be kind in your words and actions when you're standing, when you're showing who you truly are. It can be done without anger in your voice. It can be done without harsh words. And that's especially important when you're addressing yourself. So please do not take some stick and hit you in your head, or you know, or hurt yourself in other ways. Oh, that's just because I'm stupid, or oh, it's dumb of me to blah blah whatever, you know. Oh yeah, I know, I'm stupid doing that. No, you're not. It is stupid that you did that, but that not does not make you stupid. You know, different. Go for the ball, not the man. In this case, you. And the same goes with for other people and other situations. So I feel that now is the time to honor the card and remember the card's text. Be honest with yourself, and also to yourself and others in all kind areas of life. Now I'm going to read this in a hopefully pleasant manner a couple of times. If you like, You can close your eyes and say it with me, and use this affirmation to help yourself and to with your life, and to help yourself and heal yourself. It's safe for me to be honest with myself and others. I speak my truth with love. It is safe for me to be honest with myself and others. I speak my truth with love. It is safe for me to be honest with myself and with others. I speak my truth with love. So many of you were the words. So I'm wishing you a lovely day, and take care, and hopefully see you in another reading. Bye for now. Hi, and welcome back to those of you who chose card number 3. The card to the right. Let's see what the card is and what the fairy has for you. Oh, feeling safe. Let's. That's interesting. This castle in the background, like in the old movies and stuff, and has this sword. Yeah. We have this two. Okay. Yeah. You should think that feeling safe is just feeling safe. So it's important for you to feel safe. And yes, that's of course a very important part of the message. That it is important for you to feel safe, and you have chosen this card. But it's also a message that you are safe. And well, I'm getting that there can of course be certain physical circumstances that are doing so. So it's important to take measures, like if you live in areas that are threatened by being flooded or a drought or something like that, bushfires or something, uh, or high crime rate with lots of shooting or stuff. Some people do that, and sometimes bad things happen, yes, and that can trigger, that can trigger this feeling of being unsafe in your own home, being unsafe maybe even in your own skin. You may have known someone who has been, you feel has been speaking threatening to you, or you work at a place where a colleague or your boss is some sort of a bully, or you've been bullied in school, or by some siblings or some so-called friends at some point in your life, and that can generate this underlying feeling of being unsafe, especially if something happened earlier in your life, of being unsafe, or of course also if you live in one of those areas, or you have been through an area, through something terrible at some point in your life. Maybe you've witnessed a car accident or even been in one, or and it has set these emotional scars on you, with another's physical scars too, of course, and it set put these emotional scars in you. So it's difficult for you, so you just have this inner feeling of being unsafe. Maybe you're aware of it, so it's sort of difficult to relax in general, or in certain situations, or between certain kind of people, or or with certain people, like when your boss comes close, or when you visit your family, or then there can something that can trigger it. So there can be these triggers within your work life, your home environment, in the news, everywhere you are, you can maybe be triggered, so you feel even more unsafe. And then it can kind of be this spiraling the wrong way, you know, so you are at risk of feeling more and more unsafe. And this card is kind of telling you to do the opposite, to break that circle, to uh, get that spiral turning the other way around. So being able to feel more and more safe. Because for every time you get triggered and get this in your mind that you are unsafe, then you stress yourself. And when you stress yourself, you are your body and your mind and your system, you know, are in survival mode. And when you are in survival mode, you easily get to feel even more unsafe. So then it, you know, then it bites its own tail and go on and on and on. And then I'm like, okay, how can I break this? How can I stop this? First of all, it's a good thing you're here, because then you have chosen this card, and it can, okay, is that what's going on? Maybe you already know that's what's going on because it's so much. Maybe it's just a little bit. Maybe it's just a little bit in few areas, you know, and then you're not aware. And then this is that is what is going on, even though you might feel this tension coming. Oh, what's, you know, and then your shoulders up to your ears, and or maybe just a bit too difficult to sleep without really knowing why. Uh, or a loss of appetite, or the opposite, you know, eating too much, or just eating what you're used to, you know, normally eat, but you know, hey, why does my body react like this? You know, but it's all in all, it's about feeling safe, and it's important that first of all, of course, recognize that that is what going, that what is that is what is going on. Haha, little tongue breaker here. Um, oh, I'm going to take a sip of water. That was nice. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, where was I? Yes, it's important that first of all that you recognize that that is what is going on. And then begin tell yourself, I am safe. And then there could be some place in you, yes. But then what about when I go, to work tomorrow, then it will bully me again, or this big dog down the road, I don't like dogs, and you know, then it's important that you tell that little or big voice, okay, I will listen to you, not right now, please hold, or put it on a shelf on a bubble or something, you know, so it won't take over. So you can address it in a calm manner where you have, you know, taken a few deep breaths, grounded yourself, and say, okay, where does this stem from? Where does it come from? Does it have anything, or is it just a feeling? It's just something I think, or it's just something I feel without, you know, because I'm used to it, or it's a reaction or stuff. It's important to find out what is it, instead of just, you know, going with the flow the wrong direction, you know, and being more and more stressed and feeling more and more unsafe. So a thing you can do, and I'm going to do it with you here first. You can also use other words if that works for you, and if you're listening to this in another language than your own, then it might be important for you to say these things in your own language to yourself in your inner mind, okay? Um, so if you're with me, you can also do it later if you're not thinking right now. Maybe if you're driving a car, then probably not a good time. Or if you're just, hey, what's he doing? But if you're with me now and want to help calming yourself down a bit, or just want to know the feeling of how it feels when needed, you know, what to do, what you can do, of course. It's just one way. Then close your eyes. Feel how you feet touches the ground, the floor, whatever, you know. And really notice how it feels. Notice and see how, little roots go into the ground. And just breathe. Don't try to force it in any way. Just breathe. Just breathe and notice how it is. Not judging it, not trying to change it. Just breathe. And you will notice that your breath moves into your belly. Maybe it's both in your belly and your breast, your chest. But you will notice your breath moves into your belly. If you have difficulties for your breath to move into your belly, then you can tell yourself, my lungs live in my belly. My lungs lives into my belly. And imagine that your lungs are living in your belly. Now sitting there breathing, just breathing and relaxing, just breathing and relaxing. Say this either out so you can hear it or within yourself. I am safe. I am secure. I am completely protected at all times. I am safe. I am secure. I am completely protected at all times. I am safe. I am secure. I am completely protected at all times. I am safe. I am secure. I am safe. I am completely protected at all times. I am safe. And just breathe and feel that you are safe within your body, within your house, within your town, within this life. You are safe. Tell yourself, I am safe. I know how to be safe. I deserve to be safe. I feel good about being safe. I am safe. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. All is well. Now breathe. Feel your feet. Feel how the roots get back to your feet. And when you're ready, then open your eyes. And know that you are safe. Know that you can manage your anxiety by just grounding yourself, breathing calmly into your belly, just breathing and telling yourself, I am safe. Yes, of course, you're free to do it if you like or not, but it's good advice, and it worked for many, calming the system. At least while you're doing this, or something similar that works for you, then your nervous system and your body and your mind will calm down and will be in non-alert sorry, and will be in a non-alert state, and that will in general help you feeling safe. The more you can put yourself in a non-alert state, the more you will feel safe. And it's important for your healing. It's important when you've chosen, it's important for all of us, of course, but when you have chosen this card, it's extra important because there might be situations in your life, or you might live a place, or you might have been experiencing something that have given you this feeling of unsafe within you, that can be triggered easy or just is there in general. So this is one of many methods you can use. There might be some other way for you that you feel, oh, this is good, this is very nice for me when I take a ride on my bike, or if I sit down and listen to this piece of music, then I feel calm, then I feel safe. The important thing here is to, you know, take action, so to speak, take responsibility of your own life, because when you bring it into yourself, instead of, oh, this all these other people, they're saying this, they're doing this, and that would make me insecure and blah blah blah, and it's like it can sometimes too easy be too much. So it's sometimes too easy to get overwhelmed, and when you get overwhelmed, you're way more easy to get stressed, and when you get stressed, you're way more easy get triggered to feel unsafe and several other not so healthy things, so this is good advice. You can do it like I did. I will timestamp this little small affirmation combo meditation separately, so you at all time can return to that specific if you like that. Anything else here? No. So yeah, I get that you are safe. You have it within you to feel safe and to take on whatever comes, in a calm manner. So you won't stress yourself further, and you won't get stressed out, and your body and mind won't get this yikes, or just this tension feeling, or not being able to sleep, or whatever, however it shows itself in your body and mind and life. I think that was it. Yes, that was it for today. So I am wishing you a lovely day, and yeah, feel safe. Bye for now, and hopefully see you in another reading.